Remember, Group B and Group A, the top three advanced to Friday's semi-finals. And the important thing here for that first race was for Sweden to make points. They were just below the cut line before we started racing today. Now they're well above the cut line, but just at a single point behind Yacht Team Dutch Sail. So look how tight it is. So Sail Team Barcelona, who had such a strong opening day, which included 3 second places, are now below the cut line, and they'll be really wanting to reset for race number 5.
Oh, and plenty on there. Concord Pacific Racing. That was a big lose there. I'd be surprised if we see the Canadians there possibly not starting in this race.
This is the umpire's Canada boundary penalty.
That's a shame for Canada. I mean, we have to remember some of these teams have not had a lot of time, particularly in these conditions in these boats. So fully learning on the job.
On Team Germany, massive splashdown as well. They've got plenty on at the moment. The German team, almost a capsize for them.
Australia, Sweden, getting ready for their final approach to the line.
Well, that has been a big one. Helmet and goggles off.
Australians, Swedes, Sail Team Barcelona. 3 teams that have managed to...
Dutch again have opened the door again, and that could be good for potentially Sail Team Barcelona as we get going with race number 6, Group B in the PUIG Women's America's Cup.
The Australians having to avoid, having to keep clear of Sail Team Barcelona. They are the windward boat and must keep clear. Beautiful start by the locals there.
Well, Australia were closest to the line at 24 metres back, but slow, and we look at the Spanish just extending on them. Dutch trying to get back in the game. Let's have a look at what happened to the Canadian team. Oh! She did well to hang on. She got back on board. So slidey up there.
Just having a look at what happened here to the German team. Just a big ventilation on the foil there. Very deep, super loaded on the sail plane. You see how tightly sheeted that mainsail is. Just huge amount of thrust, and that little rudder elevator, absolutely no way that was going to keep the back of the boat in the water.
So that means we are down to a 4-boat fleet in race number 6, and the team leading right now is in pole position to jump out of the red zone into the green zone and get above the cut line. That's Sail Team Barcelona.
Had a beautiful beat. Strung a couple of really nice shifts together and are leading by quite a margin.
So first team that gets to the top gate, leg 1 of 4, is Sail Team Barcelona. Again, we say all they have to do is keep it clean and minimize mistakes, and a win here is massive.
The Aussies there will be struggling to stay foiling. It'll be a big splashdown for them. That's a huge penalty. They are going to be head to wind. They need to get the boat going. It's going to be a big deficit to make up.
And they just got ripped past by the Swedish Challenge, who've got the foot to the floor. And Yacht Team Dutch Sail, again after a disappointing start, have saved themselves and are sit in position 3 right now.
The Swedish team really closed the gap here. Nothing in it. Such great pace, over 40 knots down this run. They're going to fly right by.
Oh, look at that.
Sail Team Barcelona just touching down, and they are going to hit the brakes. They're going to have heaps on getting through this bottom gate. Very much over-trimmed on the sail plan, exiting that last manoeuvre.
Wow, hang on, top gear, Sweden, what a rounding. After taking the lead. And a save.
Let's have another look at the Swedish rounding.
Just getting super heeled there. So you can see how tightly sheeted the main comes on there, and a big flick of the main on, and way over trimmed there, just as that board was coming out. So a little boat handling error. Haven't seen many off the Swedes, so shows that everybody's having their wobbles. shifty conditions. It's really important to trim these sails on in the AC40. It's also really important to ease them back out again when you need to as well.
It's a little hectic on the Dutch boat, but they seem to be finding pace, a lot more locked in now than they were. Huge lull there.
Yep. Powering up. Kano, ease, sail need to power up there. Both those teams a bit late on the powering up. As the eyeballs out of the boat, just coming in. No comms at all about the exit of that tack on either boat. So both play a big penalty.
The Swedish Challenge powered by Artemis. What a day they are having today, because they want to be in those semi-finals on Friday, and they do it again. It's 2 for 2 for the Swedish Challenge. Look at that. So the Swedish Challenge looking good, but only 4 points ahead of Yacht Team Dutch Sail, and then Sail Team Barcelona and Andu Team Australia. Look at that. It looks now as though there's a trend happening. The battle for position 3 and a semi-final spot is really starting to heat up.